Good morning, fifth grade. Welcome back to day 2 of your leaf project. The supplies you are going to need today are 2 markers. I am going to be using skinny markers today, but if you only have available to you the thick markers, that's fine. You just need 2 of them. And I want you to use the very tippy top of the thick marker so you get a really thin line. Now, I've already gotten a little jump start on the second part of this project. So I've got my 2 colors. What we're going to do is we are going to play a little zap game. You guys might remember this zap game from the 3rd grade project that we did when we started our warm and cool colored names. So what you're going to do is you are just going to put a bubble around all of your leaves. I've already done the other 3. So I'm just finishing up this last one using the tippy top of my marker, not touching the black line. You need to leave a little bit of space. Once you've done the first color on all 4 of the leaves, put your lid on and then switch colors. Okay, we're going to do a pattern. So I'm going to go in and then just do the second color. And you want to get pretty close to that first line without touching. If you touch on accident, it's okay. No big deal. Just try not to do it anymore. Now, this does get tricky because you're going to start to run out of room on your paper, but you're also going to run into the other leaves. And I'm going to show you what happens. Okay, so do you see right here? Let me zoom in really fast. Okay, I'm not going to try and squeeze that line in right there. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to come out and go around this leaf right here, okay? Because I'm not going to try and squeeze into that tiny space. So I'm just going to continue around. There we go. And I'm going to do this leaf over here. And you want your lines, like I said, to be pretty close together because that's what's going to make your project look really interesting. So switch colors. And now you're going to notice that I'm going to run out of room here on this paper. So I'm going to go off the edge and then come back on. And I'm just going to continue around. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here, start down here at the bottom, follow the shape of my leaf, go up and around. And you're going to have to turn your paper quite a bit. Okay, now I'm running into a little problem right here. Okay, I'm not going to try and squeeze into that line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw this side of the leaf. And then rather than trying to squeeze into that space, I'm just going to attach it to that other leaf. I know that can get a little tricky. So this is a project that you really have to pay close attention to. Otherwise, all your lines are going to get all jumbled together. And rather than trying to squeeze in there, I'm just going to come back out and attach it to that leaf. Okay, switch colors again. All right, and I'm going to come down. And like I said, I'm not going to try and squeeze in there. So I'm just going to attach it to this leaf. Come down. I'm not going to try and squeeze, so I'm just going to come around. That line got a little too big, didn't it? Got a little too much room in there. I'm just going to try and get back on track here. Follow my leaves. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. No big deal. The next time you do a line, just try to get back on track. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I think you got the hang of it. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to finish the lines on my paper, and then I'll restart the video and walk you through the very end of the project. Okay, so now my lines are complete and you can see that I have filled up my entire paper. I don't have any white chunks left. Everything has been filled in. Now, I did end up with a small space over here where I didn't want this purple line to go into this space. So at the end, what I did was I just added a little shape in there and then another green line just to fill in that space a little bit better rather than just leaving it white. So if you run into something like that, just problem solve and just do what you think would look best. Once you have this project done, this project is complete. Okay, this is as far as we are going. We're not coloring anything in, we're not filling in the lines. This is it. Okay, take a photo of it, make sure the photo is nice and clear. Upload it into Google Classroom so that I can grade it, okay? Best of luck, 5th grade. I know you can do this. If you get frustrated with the lines, it's okay. Maybe do a few practice lines before you start on your final paper, okay? Good luck.